asking, like, how is a Black couple, especially with everybody coming to y'all as counsel, how do y'all talk about it? Like, you know what I mean? Because right now with the race thing, even people who are interracial relationships, I think they need to have the conversation. Like, interracial couples are breaking up left and right because they never had the race conversation. Like, how would you recommend people having the race conversation with other people they interact with?
You know, I have a lot of.
There's a lot.
That's a lot. I'm sorry.
That's a lot. As a matter of fact, I was on the phone last night with my girlfriend. She's Jewish, so we were having this conversation. And often people think that they really understand how I feel or what we're going through or what the Black male is going through or what even me as a Black female is going through, because you see me, but you really don't know my plight to the magnitude of my pain. You can maybe look at it and have empathy for it, but I don't think you understand the depth of it because you're just now opening yourself up to recognize this. And I keep hearing this word reconciliation, and I don't necessarily agree with that verbiage. When you say reconciliation, there has to be something that was together at some point to reconcile. So I don't necessarily believe that we have ever been reconciled as a race with other races, in particular, the Caucasian race. So when you start talking about reconciliation, there has to be some kind of mutual relationship, and it's never been on the same level ground. It's never been like that. So until we get on the same level ground, I'm over people talking about, let's reconcile. I don't want to reconcile in a relationship that has never been mutual. So you're going to take me back to where I was. You're kind of pro who I am. You know?
Yeah, I know.
No, that's really good.
That's true.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way.
Me neither. I was about to say that. I never thought of reconciliation like that, but thank you for the breakdown.
Yeah, I mean, because if you're going to reconcile any relationship, why do you want to go back to what it was?
No.
What are we reconciling? There has to be a breakdown, and let's do it. Let's act like it's never been, because it hasn't. It has never been. Right. And I think that's the conclusion we have to come to. It has never been. Maybe there are couples, and we all have interracial couples and this and that, but at the end
America
of the day,
there's
an exception. I'm sorry.
America needs to America needs to stop feeling like we're better than everybody. We need to just look at other countries, because, for example, South Africa, after apartheid, they did exactly that. It's an open discussion. But in America, it's more like when you mention race, somebody's like, oh, I'm not racist. Oh, I'm not this. Oh, I'm not that. Oh, why don't you forget it? That was 401 years ago. Oh, da, da, da. And it's like, yo, come on. It still affects us to today. And until we have that conversation, that reconciliation. So we need to look at our neighbors. America ain't always doing it right. Hardly ever are we. So
that's a good point. Even in Germany, ain't no one talk about Nazis. There's no Nazi statues anywhere to pay homage to anyone. Like they dedicated that part, and it's not like they try to ignore it. They try to fix it, and they're still trying to fix it. And I'm a little biased because I was born in Germany, but but I just respect it. I just respect the fact that they know what their issue was, and they try to fix it over that. They're not trying to act like it didn't happen.
Right.
You wrote 4 books about Transformation Nation, right? Around that topic. Can you kind of walk us through what that means? Transformation of a nation.
Before I really didn't know what it meant. I just knew that we needed to transform and evolve. And it was okay, because sometimes your relationships do not give you the permission to evolve, because they don't think like you. And transformation of a nation meant that you have the right and you give yourself that permission. Sometimes your family wants you to stay in this box, to be family. Sometimes your friends want you to stay in this box, to be in this friendship. But transformation of a nation, when it came up, the nation wasn't in any type of transformation. So now transformation of a nation simply means that the nation is transforming, and we have to transform with it. everybody's like, I want to go back out. That's the problem. That's why the statistics are going out, because you want to go out and you want it to be the same, and it's not going to be the same. And during this in-house time, I call it my consecration time. I didn't call it my quarantine time. So during my consecration time, being in the house, I should have evolved. There should have been creativity coming out of me. Yes. It should not have been that I'm just ready to go out and be who I was. As a visionary, you have to tap into your creative juices. What do you have to bring? Look at the outside and what is the demand and what can you supply? What can you supply? Did you just sit in the house feeling sorry for yourself? Then you didn't learn from the experience.